the heck is Tender and Mouse?
I liked her voice. You are the thing she's got going on.
You don't need to put so many notes in.
Constricting the sound.
That was shocking.
Oh dear.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgina and I am the Honest Vocal Coach, and today it is so in a vocal battle. If you've not seen one of these, to the side you will see numbers, which will be the scores on the doors of each of these vocals. Now it is a bit of fun because there are loads of variables. Are they singing live? Is the microphone good? Where are they singing live? Is it in the house without any effects? There's just literally loads of different variables. So what I go on is the technique, knowing what these singers are capable of and how good it is against their ability. So that's what I'm looking at. It's all about their technique and how good I know they can be, and I'm gauging against their own technique as to where it would be. And it's quite a fun thing to do. So
let the battle commence. Okay, if we have to choose on sort of depth and just power, really, it would definitely be Demi Lovato out of those two. Ariana's was a lighter, more breathy option. Neither were particularly bad technique, but I did feel that Demi's, because it was louder and it had a bit more drive behind it, was the better choice. So point to Demi. Okay, Demi on that one, purely because I felt that Ariana's was flat. It didn't seem to have any tone to it. It didn't have like any resonance. It was just kind of plain. Tricky one. Clip's not easy to sort of read there. I would have said that Ariana was better there because Demi was singing with a higher larynx. It was a little bit nasal, a bit whiny, whereas Ariana's had a little bit more tone and richness to it. So I think that's a personal choice, but technique-wise, Ariana just pipped that one.
Just a heck, way too much of my energy. I look up and the whole room spin.
Tricky one because they're using different elements of the voice. Like Demi's was definitely more chest voice, whereas Ariana was bringing a head voice down. So tricky to kind of tricky to choose because they're both doing something slightly different for the same note. I would say Demi because it's more technically correct to use chest voice at that point rather than drag head voice down, because that's not ideal, really.
You take
Demi's clip was much better than Ariana there. I have a feeling this is a Demi Lovato kind of fan video. Both weren't bad at all, actually. I thought they were all right. I say point each. Ariana, much better tone. She had a bit more drive. It was richer, just better. They were both really good, actually. Both really good. This is going to show, isn't it, in this next part of the video? Because Demi's one hell of a beller. So, they were both good. Point each. Oh my God, this is really tough, actually. I didn't know what to expect. Both great, then. Point each. Ariana, definitely, because with Demi's it was a touch flat, and it was also not as rich and resonant. Demi, that time, even though it was a little bit pushy, a little bit strained, Ariana's was definitely flat, and there was a couple of notes she didn't quite get then. Tad strain there from Ariana. Demi that one. I didn't like that last note. Wherever you are, I'd sing it normally, but I'm full of cold still. It sounded awful. With that R at the end. Oh, and the way Demi just launched straight into that note. Oh God, Demi, easy there. Both equally good, point each. This is quite a fiery competition, this one, isn't it? Ariana there, Demi's was just a little bit strained. I mean, that's part of Demi's style, to be fair. She does go over the top a little bit with her belt and over pushes, but it's not a nasty, you know, it's a good thing. Hang on, let me get this right. It's not a bad thing. It's her style choice. Days like this, oh, tell me you love. I liked Demi's better, although I'm going to give them both a point because they were both technically good. Because Demi went straight into the note, whereas Ariana kind of cheated and slid up into the note. Point each. This is a tough one. Demi. Ariana's was just a little bit flat again there. I find with Ariana, she lifts the head. I've spoken about this before, and sometimes she doesn't have that depth of tone because of this. Demi. Just tip that one a little bit. Can Ariana play the piano? Because Demi seems to be able to play the piano. I didn't know that. I'm not sure that's head voice. I think Ariana was better, but I didn't feel like that was proper head voice for Demi. I think that was more of a mix than head. Ariana. I think Ariana's better on head voice. Demi's better on belt. She can play guitar as well. This girl is so multi-talented. Yeah, Ariana. I think she's just going to win hands down on head voice here. I think style choice there. She goes all kind of soft and airy. What's that? Soft and airy. But I thought Ariana was technically better. Flat, bit hooty, kind of up, ooh, in the head. Nuh-uh. That was more belt than head voice. That was definitely more belt than head voice. So, I'm gonna go Ariana just because it was technically better out of the two, whether it's head voice or belt or not. So I didn't know that about the vocal range. That was really interesting to put that on the end of the video. So thank you, video maker, for that. Yeah, that was a tricky one. But I would say that depth-wise, definitely Demi did it. And then her belt was pretty awesome. And then Ariana just killed their head voice. She really did. That was a really interesting selection of clips. All pretty much live. It seemed to be the same concept for most of Demi's clips as well. But yeah, they're both great singers. Both great singers. So, I mean, yeah. Now it is Ariana again, so sorry guys who are getting a little bit sick of her. But this looks to be a great video, so I'm quite looking forward to doing it. It is Demi versus Ariana, and it is the TMYLM tour versus the Sweetener tour. So it's new clips. Yes, sir. So let's dive in. Okay, we're going to be really picky here. Ariana's was more sustained. She controlled it that little bit better. Demi's was quick. She did it quick because she knew that the quicker it is, the easier it's going to be. So I think Ariana gets the point there. They were both good there. Technique was spot on for both of them. But with Demi's, I would say there was a little bit more push. You could hear a tiny bit of tension. There was also a jump in the note, ever so slight, which meant that the larynx was not completely balanced. Not balanced, that's the wrong word. It wasn't consistent. There was a little jump in there. So Ariana gets the point. Ariana again. Demi's was tense there. You could even see that there was a bit of tension building up. I know she was sitting at the piano, but Ariana gets the point. Okay, so very, very similar from both ladies there. I think that Demi should get the point there. The tone was richer, there was a little bit more vibrato to it, whereas Ariana overpushed, so there was less tone movement, there was less resonation, so Demi gets the point. Both good, but I personally preferred Demi there for technique. She again sustained it well. There was a tiny bit of rasp there, but it was more consistent and it had more tonal qualities, more texture to it. It wasn't as straight. Okay, Ariana there, definitely better control. She had more of a mix in the voice. You could hear that there was a lower texture, but also a higher texture to it. It wasn't so straight and simple. I think Ari gets the point. This is the tough one. I knew this was going to be hard. Not so much to go off there in the clip for Ari. I think that Demi got the point there. Just there was more to listen to. The clip wasn't so great. So, downside of the clips, I guess. Both good, but Demi gets the point. Again, a little bit more control and tone over it. This is very much a video of high belting by the sounds of things. But let me just point out that there is a lot more to singers than just belting. We can do a lot more than this. But yeah, let's keep going. Ari gets the point. Demi's was too tight. Not quite right there. Both were brilliant there. Very similar sound. Well controlled. Point each. Ari again, more control there. Demi's was a little bit pushy. There seems to be a thing running through here where Demi's just over pushing every so often. We'll keep watching. Ari there, it was just better, more texture to it. Oh, this is quite a battle. I'm not sure what the numbers are looking like now, going up and down, but yeah. I mean, technically, Ari is famous for those high tones that she's capable of doing, and Demi's are more of a high belt, and I think both of them are equally successful, and
you know, most people have a preference over each girl, so let me know who your favourite is. You know, who do you like the most in the comments below. Demi in that one, much more controlled. Again, she had like a constant support there. Vocal folds were nice and engaged. Demi gets it. Demi gets the point there. Also with Ariana, don't really know what she was singing. She does have loose diction. It's a style choice. Does wind me up a little bit sometimes. But I think in this last tour, she's definitely improved massively. She is using her diction more. And there's more colours in her voice. There's more qualities to it. That was so fast. Point each. Both of them were good. She kind of dodged that. No. Ari gets it because she went for it, whereas Demi dodged it. Well supported for Demi, not as well supported for Ari there. She kind of pushed a little bit, so Demi gets the point. They're so slight, just it's ridiculous. The differences are so slight. Equally good, point each. Equally good, point each. So hard. To belt that high is just so difficult. Brilliant. Demi's was more impressive. Technique wise they were both good, but I'm going to go with Demi there because it was ever so slightly more impressive. There was more quality to it, so point to Demi. Again, she dodged it. She kind of went up. She just missed it. Ari gets the point. Ari definitely gets the point there. Oh god. Again, Demi's dodging that high note. And this is a shame because not everybody can do those high notes. And it doesn't mean Ari's better than Demi or Demi's. It's just that their voice is more, you know, different capabilities. But dodging it, don't go for it and then not do it. It's not, don't do it at all if you're going to dodge it, if that makes sense. Ari on that one as well. So thanks guys so much for advising me to use this video. Really enjoyed it. It's pretty much like a high belt competition, don't you think? A lot of heavy pushing there. But by the looks of the clips, Demi did a lot of dodging in these. There were some really good ones, but there was a handful of going for the night, but then dodging it just a little bit.
Let's dive in.
We'll be shooting stars just passing me.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, we know straight away, anybody who knows these two singers, Demi Lovato has a higher range than Miley Cyrus. So Miley Cyrus is more likely to be good at these low notes. And obviously Demi Lovato on the higher notes. So first point goes to Miley Cyrus for having decent depth there and also really good breath control, whereas Demi didn't really have that. Yeah, not so good again for Demi there, definitely for Miley.
I will always want you.
Yeah, again, it's Miley Cyrus for the low notes. She's got more depth, she's got more control, vocal fold connection, whereas with Demi, she struggles on them low notes. That's not really her best part of her voice. It's a bit underdeveloped, really.
That I had all I will always want you.
Bit ropey for Demi Lovato there. Another point for Miley.
Stone cold. We're broken. Nothing gonna save us now.
Ah, now that was better. Obviously, we're coming up the scale now, so, higher notes and all that. But that was better on Demi's part. Both of them were technically good for them, so point each. Let's keep going. Not bad, okay. This is getting better. Point each.
But I wanna last.
Both a bit dodgy, really. I think Miley's was just a little bit stronger, a little bit more control. Both good for their individual technique, that my knowledge of their technique. There was more depth to Miley's, but she's got a lower range. More belt to Demi's, point each. Better control from Miley there. Demi's went off pitch a little bit, it's a bit flat. So point to Miley. Both good, point each. Miley again. Oh, Miley's got really good control in these clips. And before you start yelling at me, this is not a selection of clips that I've chosen. This was suggested by an honest child of mine. So, it's weird what it is. It is what it is. I couldn't even hear Miley's that time. Okay, because I couldn't hear Miley's, we're going to have to give Demi the point. It's hard to tell who was best there. Not sure why she sat on a giant sausage. But both of them were technically good, point each. Oh my god, Miley's coming across as the strongest singer right now in these clips. Both of them were good there, but I thought Miley pipped it. Miley,
point for her. Whoa! Oh my God! Again, point to Miley.
Days like this, oh, tell me you love me. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that was a tricky one. Demi Lovato, point for her. More control from Demi Lovato there. It was more sustained. She had the ability to add a little bit of vibrato to it. Whereas with Miley, I think it's just getting past a point where it's comfortable for her. Yep, I think it's past that point, so Demi gets the point. So, who was your favourite? I think Miley definitely came out on top from those clips. Doesn't mean she's overall the better singer, just so you know. I think Miley actually has a bigger range than Demi Lovato as well. So, you let me know on that one. I'm not sure. Maybe we need to do a little bit of research. Grab yourself a cup of tea or whatever it is you like to drink. It's a long one. It's Demi Lovato and Tori Kelly, and it's 2020 vocals. So, let's dive in.
So you say I'm complicated. You will go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Okay, I would say Demi was better there, so she gets the point to start. She had a little bit more depth. It was supported better, although it did sound a little dry, like a little husky. But I think, you know, everything that Demi's been through, she's probably affected her vocal folds a little bit, drying them out, I would say. So I'm going for Demi there because although Tori's was good, she just kind of swung into it, swung out. It was very easy for her, but I thought that Demi's had a little bit more resonance.
But you can't get enough of material stuff. But if I'm being honest, your love.
They were both actually really good there, so we're going to go point each for that. Actually, looking at their voices individually, Tori Kelly has the most incredible agility, and she could probably do riffs a lot easier than Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato has that like real distinctive high bell that everybody loves, but essentially Tori can do that too. So I think even before getting into the rest of this video, Tori Kelly's probably going to be able to out-riff Demi Lovato, but they've both got their distinctive tonal qualities, and it doesn't mean one singer's better than the other. I just think agility-wise, Tori's probably that a little bit stronger. Anyway, let's carry on. Nice, but it wasn't particularly well controlled on that bottom note.
Sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too.
Tori, point to Tori.
Remember in my head. So stone cold.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Whatever note that is.
Oh, this is great. Both girls together. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if that was a test there, but how could I possibly choose between those? Because she wasn't even really singing it properly. She just went, this is the note, stone. That was kind of it. How can you possibly grade that? We'll go for Tori because she was actually singing it in a performance. Not that Demi wasn't good. It's, you know, so point to Tori.
Stone cold, stone cold.
You see me standing while I'm staring at my never say sorry would go.
Tori again, just more depth, more control. I think Demi at this point, she's, you know, we know that she's had struggles. Her documentary's coming out soon, if you didn't know. And yeah, Tori Kelly there. Okay, belted mixed notes, all right. That harmony was so good. Oh, my personal favourite out of those was Tori Kelly because of that wonderful vibrato and absolute control. But she only just picked Demi because Demi was also really good. I just personally preferred the support and depth that Tori brought, which means she's got slightly better support. Oh, she's got some agility there. Wow. Both brilliant, point each. Oh yes, Demi, that was so good.
Just don't take me home.
Both were good, but Demi really slayed there. Point to Demi. Okay, this is a tricky one because Demi was over pushing and she lost the stability of it a little bit. I think the emotion took over, whereas with Tori Kelly's, it was a very supported, clean sound, but it was almost muted. It lacked all emotion for me. So technique-wise, they were pretty much on a par, but Demi, you felt it. You believed her. And yeah, I'm going Demi there, even though it was a little bit shaky on the support. I just thought she had much more intention and there was a drama there. And I thought Tori's was a little bit muted. It didn't have that same level of energy.
What's so proudly we have, just holding on.
You see, Tori seemed a little bit whiny to me, almost like she was super controlling it to a point that it actually muted the sound a little bit. So I'm going for Demi because it was truer, clearer. I just thought there's more energy, more feel to it. You see, that was better on Tori's part. She didn't hold it back so much. She actually let go that little bit more. But Demi I don't know. I think that emotional quality, literally her heart is on her sleeve and she just goes for it. So I think Demi again.
Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry.
That's really hard. Really hard. Where it is and the placement, that high bell without over pushing, control, that's very good. Okay, I actually thought both of them were just amazing, so I'm going to go point each.
I wish I could mean this, but
Girls together.
here's my goodbye. Oh, I'm happy for you.
That you will be here. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh my god! Both incredible. A point each.
It's be true.
Placement wasn't quite right. True! No, no.
Santa, won't you please be the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me? I don't wanna.
Yeah, much better from Tori for that one.
Always be true.
What am I looking at? What is this? Is that a goat? Is it a llama? What's what?
I never could have known this would be.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, it should have been.
They were both brilliant, but I think the llama goat thing. The llama goat thing being Demi was better. Point for her. Point each. My God, these girls are good.
Don't have much belief to feel it.
Okay, I'm going for Tori there because she had a little bit more control. Demi was stabbing at it a little bit, but you kind of have to do that when you're that high in the belting. I would say that Tori is using a bit more mix in hers than Demi. She's full on belting most of the time in chest, you know, pushing that chest voice as high as she can do it, whereas Tori's got a touch more mix going on. This is probably one of the toughest battles that I've done. That's a point each. These girls are just brilliant.
Love you, I do.
I must confess, I still believe.
They were both a bit. What was that? So both were a bit. It was all right. The agility was better from Tori's point of view, so I'm going to go for Tori. She had slightly better control.
Cause when the time is right, you'll be here. But for now, dear, no one.
Clips were really biased there towards Tori. Demi's wasn't, you know, didn't show off her capabilities that much. So Tori for that.
It won't make it okay, but sorry would go.
Both brilliant, point each.
That's all I need. I don't have much belief, just telling me everything around.
Mess with my peace of mind. Used to be so blue, but
Tori.
Don't feel any more stone cold, baby. God knows I try to feel, know me, oh,
Do you get the feeling that Tori likes to riff? As you know, listening to this many clips here, that constant agility of Tori can get a little bit overdone. It's almost like you just wanted to sing the song and not just keep riffing. It's brilliant. It's technically wonderful, but when you're listening to clip after clip after clip, I'm kind of getting a little bit irritated with the amount of agility riffing going on. Sometimes I just wanted to just hit the note. So in this case, I would say both of them were technically brilliant, but Demi had a feel like she was reaching out for somebody. It was like, listen to me, whereas Tori was enjoying her own voice in her own space, like, woo! And I liked Demi's better.
or the land of the free and the home.
Yeah, I'm missing you way too much. I'm missing you way too much.
Is this a box at Disney? I did a reaction the other day to All I Want, Olivia Rodrigo, and I'm sure it's the same set. Like a box with a light in the room. Maybe. Tori. Wow, that was an epic battle. Both girls, let's just point out here. Okay, let me get my chair, get comfy. Let's point out both ladies are incredible. They are the top of their game. They know their voices inside out, and they're amazing. So is there any need to compare the both of them? This, as I've always said about vocal battles, is meant to be a little bit of fun and just breaking down their techniques so you can see what's good sometimes and what's not occasionally. So yeah, take from this what you will. I love Demi Lovato, I love Tori Kelly, but I was getting a little bit irritated by the just constant riffing. But saying that, it's like, it's clips, so it's not watching a whole performance. So thank you for watching this vocal battle. If there's any battles you want me to do, there is a request form underneath the video, and get involved in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Do you agree with what I said, or do you disagree? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.